Alright, we got our first Monday here in March. I hear grass is in our future. We may see grass this month, I'm hoping. But we are talking about God's blueprint for our lives. And Pastor Carl, you said in the sermon yesterday that intrigued me that we can't bargain with God.
Jesus says no to our bargains.
Right, there are no bargains. So help us understand how that is actually really loving and not just a mean, harsh God.
Well, a bargain is always kind of transactional, right? Mm-hmm. If I give you this, you give me that, right? And so it's always
give and take.
It's give and take, and it's always, if I don't give you this, then you're not going to give me that. That's the bargain. With God, it's gift. God gives. Period. You can't. It's grace. It's and the relationship is always based on God's gift of grace. And you go from that then, that what you can do with a gift is you can use it. And that's the way of saying yes to God, is to take his gift of grace, his gift of life, his gift of your plan for his life. That's where the blueprint comes in, and to trust it, and to use it.
So what does using our gift that God has given us freely look like in the 168?
Well, I think it's how do you live out your Christian life, your unique Christian life. It's just like, I love the altar with all the different blueprints. But it's just like a blueprint. Every blueprint is different. But there's still some basic things about that blueprint. And as I talked about, God has given us, part of that gift of grace is God has given us a blueprint for our life, for the church, and for creation. Everyone different. And so it's that dance of going to God in Scripture and in prayer, and then coming back out and saying, okay, God, I'm willing to serve you. Here am I, send me. And I'm willing to live my life. And that looks different. In the one say, it doesn't mean, the blueprint for my life was that I'd become a pastor and preach the word. Well, the blueprint for everybody else's life is different. Blueprint for my friend Jason's life is that he's a small business owner and involved in the church and raising his kids and riding a motorcycle for Jesus. I mean, literally, everyone's different. So you got to figure it out with the word and with prayer, but that's how you do it.
So we all have a blueprint from God.
We all have
that's
a blueprint.
Unique to us.
Yeah.
So that is our Discover Verb of this week, is to see what God's blueprint is for you and accept that gift and just live out your faith and your life through that. And it's going to be unique to you. So have fun on that adventure with Jesus of learning God's blueprint for you. You have a great week, and we'll see you in worship.